How the richest man ever spent his millions. As of 2021, Jeff Bezos is the richest person on the planet, surpassing the fortunes of Microsoft Corporation co-founder Bill Gates and famed investor Warren Buffett. With a net worth of $173 billion, Bezos topped Forbes' 2020 400 Richest in America list. According to the magazine's 2021 World Billionaires list, he's worth $177 billion. What if I told you that someone in history was worth considerably more than Jeff Bezos? So much more that many specialists believe their riches to be unimaginable, incalculable, and so huge that no one will ever approach it again. Hi guys, welcome back to Mr. Million. Today we're here to discuss about millions, trillions, and how the richest person spent it till today. If you're new here, don't forget to give a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me take you back in history to 14th century Europe. Mansa, king of Mali, the wealthiest man in the history, became the emperor of the Mali Empire in 1312 when his predecessor, Abu Bakr II, for whom he had served as deputy, went lost while on a sea journey to locate the Atlantic Ocean's edge. Musa ruled during a period when European nations were racked by civil wars and a scarcity of resources. The Mali Empire thrived during this time due to abundant natural resources such as gold and salt. Musa led a caravan of tens of thousands of troops, slaves, and heralds wrapped in Persian silk and bearing golden staffs on the journey, which spanned an estimated 4,000 kilometers. The ornate convoy that accompanied Musa marched alongside camels and horses carrying hundreds of pounds of gold. However, reports of the actual number of individuals who participated in the expedition are limited. The bubonic plague is sweeping the continent, destroying towns and murdering 1/3 of the people. War is raging and the streets are littered with debris and, to be honest, genuine excrement. It's a depressing moment to be living. But if you travel a little south to Africa, the economy is thriving. Mosques are being erected, institutions are being erected, and art is being created and distributed across the continent, with Africa at the head. All is Musa Kita I, who became known as Mansa Musa after assuming command of the Mali Kingdom. Musa's generosity and purchases of foreign goods left the streets strewn with gold, a resource that was widely valued and in short supply, from Cairo marketplaces to royal offices to the destitute individuals who crossed his way in Egypt. The crowd was ecstatic, at least at first. Musa's gold presence, though well-intentioned, actually reduced the metal's value in Egypt, and the economy suffered as a result. It took the town 12 years to recover. Musa has a legend that rivals the fictional Black Panther, from the abundance of natural resources he cultivated to the growth and development of communities he left behind. In terms of wealth, Musa's fortune was nearly impossible to calculate during his lifetime. So, Mansa Musa liked to conquer in order to gain more resources for himself and his country, but what did he do with them? To get a true sense of how ridiculously wealthy Mansa Musa was, he likes to spin them in ways that would put Marie Antoinette and Jeff Bezos to shame. It's important to consider his most ostentatious display of fortune during his reign, the Mansa Musa pilgrimage to Mecca. For starters, no one in history has done it as lavishly as Mansa Musa. It wasn't just old Mansa Musa riding a camel through the desert, sweating in the heat. He traveled in style, with luxurious accommodations that he didn't even have to set up because he was traveling with a city's worth of people. At any given time, he was accompanied by an estimated 60,000 people in his caravan. The caravan had a total of 1,000 attendants, 500 of whom were solely dedicated to his head wife. There were 500 slaves who were carrying something you wouldn't expect to see in the hands of slaves. You guys enjoying this history? I'm obviously into the history. If you have any thoughts, feel free to write them down in the comments section, but for now, let's come back in today's world. According to real-time statistics from Forbes, Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos recaptured his status as the world's richest person after leapfrogging Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Tesla shares closed at $796.22 on Tuesday, down more than 2.4%, reducing Musk's net worth by $3.9 billion. On the basis of Tesla's skyrocketing share price and his substantial compensation package, the 49-year-old entrepreneur surpassed Bezos to become the world's richest person in January. Just as fast as he surged in the rankings, Musk surrendered back the title of world's richest person to Bezos. Bezos has been the richest man in the world from 2017 until this month. If we talk about Jeff Bezos, the founder and CEO of global e-commerce behemoth Amazon.com Incorporated, is in charge of a platform that accounted for 5% of all retail sales in the United States and a whopping 49.1% of digital spending in 2018. As the digital revolution reshapes human behavior and the cloud computing revolution reshapes enterprise, the leader in online retail, with its high-flying cloud computing platform Amazon Web Services, or AWS, is only expected to rise further, bringing more good news for its founder. In 1998, Bezos invested in Google as an early investor. While he hasn't revealed how much of the stock he kept after it went public in 2004, his $250,000 investment is now worth billions. The Washington Post was purchased for $250 million by the business mogul in August of 2013. Since then, its audience and traffic have exploded, and in October 2015, it surpassed the New York Times in terms of unique web viewers in the United States. This phenomenal growth is reflected in the company's stock price. Between January 2015 and January 2021, the stock increased by more than 400%. And between January 2020 and January 2021, it increased by more than 75%. As of 2020, Bezos owned about 15.1% of the two-decade-old company, making it his most valuable asset. Bezos sold over 1 million shares between 2017 and 2019, as well as distributing additional shares to his ex-wife as part of his divorce proceedings. Bezos owns over 75 million shares, according to the 2020 annual meeting announcement. Bezos has also significant investments in more traditional assets like real estate. His 165,000-acre corn ranch in Texas was purchased as the headquarters for his aerospace company, Blue Origin, and serves as the test site for the New Shepard vertical landing manned suborbital rocket. His personal real estate holdings are spread across the east and west coasts. Bezos owns 2 multi-million-dollar homes in Beverly Hills, as well as a 10,000 square foot apartment in Manhattan's Century Tower for just under $10 million. Century Tower property values have reportedly risen even higher as a result of Bezos' presence in New York, with space selling for $2,000 to $3,000 per square foot. He also owns a lakefront home in Washington State, where he spent $28 million to expand the living area to nearly 30,000 square feet. Bezos has also put a lot of money into giving back to the community through charitable donations. Bezos has made individual multi-million-dollar charitable contributions to the Seattle Museum of History and Industry, as well as his alma mater, Princeton University, in addition to the Bezos Family Foundation, which funds several education projects. Bezos and his ex-wife, Mackenzie, announced a $33 million donation to the Dream.us in January 2018. An organization that works to improve college access for undocumented immigrant youth who are brought to the U.S. as children. The grant will provide college scholarships to 1,000 DACA recipients in the United States. Bezos has a $35 million stake in Uber, a transportation service. Workday Incorporated, a company that provides cloud-based human resource services, is one of his notable investment successes. The company went public shortly after Bezos' venture capital investment, raising $684 million in an initial public offering, or IPO. Bezos has also invested in Glassy Baby, a company that makes glass-blown votive candle holders, in the realm of more traditional retail. By the 15th century, Portugal was launching naval incursions against the kingdom, and colonization of the country and continent shortly after led to the empire's fall. So there you have it, how the wealthiest man in history spent his income, and also how the wealthiest man now spends his money. I've discussed about the richest man in the history and in the present. Nothing is permanent. For now, Jeff Bezos is on top. That might change later. So knowing about millionaires is so good and refreshing. How about you? If you were worth hundreds of billions of dollars, please let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Also turn on the notification for more upcoming videos like these. See you in the next video. Goodbye and have a good day.